Roy Sullivan. Roy Sullivan, a U.S. park ranger, survived being struck by lightning not once but 7 separate times over the course of his life. He endured burns, broken bones, loss of toenails, and even had his hair set on fire. Statistically, this is beyond improbable. Yet he somehow survived each incident. His misfortune earned him the nickname the Human Lightning Rod. Despite defying death multiple times, he died by suicide in his early 70s. Some believe the constant threat of his bizarre luck eventually wore him down emotionally. Vesna Vulovic. Vesna Vulovic was working as a flight attendant in 1972 when a terrorist bomb exploded mid-flight, tearing the plane apart. She fell over 33,000 feet and landed on a snowy forested hill, cushioned by a food trolley and tree branches. Miraculously, she was the only survivor of the crash. Vesna suffered a fractured skull, 2 broken legs, and was in a coma for days, but she fully recovered. Her survival was recognized by the Guinness World Records as the highest fall without a parachute. Despite becoming a national hero, she was later fired for her political views, adding more misfortune to her surreal life. Tsutomu Yamaguchi. Tsutomu Yamaguchi was in Hiroshima for a business trip on August 6, 1945, when the first atomic bomb exploded. He suffered burns and hearing loss, but managed to return home to Nagasaki. Just 3 days later, he was caught in the second bombing while reporting for work. Incredibly, he survived both nuclear attacks, making him one of the only confirmed double survivors. He lived a long life, but suffered from radiation-related health issues. His story is a chilling reminder that lightning, nuclear lightning in this case, can strike twice. Frane Selak. Frane Selak, a Croatian music teacher, narrowly escaped death numerous times in ways that sound made up. He survived a train derailment into an icy river, a plane crash after being sucked out of a door mid-flight, and multiple deadly car accidents. In another incident, he barely avoided being hit by a bus and later escaped an explosion in his car. Each time, he walked away with only minor injuries. Ironically, he won the lottery later in life, earning headlines as both the luckiest and unluckiest man alive. Afterward, he gave most of his winnings away and chose a quiet life in the countryside. Henry Ziegland. In the late 1800s, Henry Ziegland broke up with his girlfriend, who was so devastated she took her own life. Her brother, seeking revenge, tried to kill Ziegland but missed, and the bullet lodged in a tree. Years later, Ziegland attempted to remove that tree with dynamite. The explosion launched the long-forgotten bullet straight into his head, killing him instantly. It was a fatal twist of fate that played out years after the original intent. If there's ever been a case of destiny coming back around, this was it. British couple Jason and Jenny Cairns Lawrence were present at 3 major terrorist attacks around the world. They were in New York City during the September 11th attacks, in London during the July 7th bombings, and in Mumbai during the 2008 hotel siege. Each time they were visiting as tourists on holiday. The odds of one person experiencing all 3 is astronomically low. Their misfortune caught media attention, with some jokingly calling them harbingers of disaster. They've since kept a much lower profile when traveling. Anne Hodges. In 1954, Anne Hodges was relaxing on her couch in Sylacauga, Alabama, when a meteorite crashed through her roof. The space rock struck her side, causing a large bruise but no major injury. She became the only confirmed person in history to be directly hit by a meteorite. Rather than gaining fortune, the incident led to years of stress and legal disputes over ownership of the rock. Her home was bombarded by media attention, which she found overwhelming. What seemed like a once-in-a-lifetime event turned into an ongoing burden. Mel Ignatow. Mel Ignatow was suspected of brutally murdering his girlfriend, but due to lack of evidence at the time, he was acquitted. After the trial, damning photos of the crime were found hidden in a vent at his house. Double jeopardy laws meant he couldn't be tried again, even with this new proof. Years later, while living alone, he slipped and fell through a glass coffee table. He bled out from deep cuts and died on the floor. In a bizarre twist, karma seemed to deliver its own kind of justice. Make sure to like and subscribe to support the channel.